Hello and welcome back to Hog Studios. Today and in future days I'm going to be doing this series in Subnautica. This of course is not a new game, but it is a game that lends itself very well to sort of a slower pace, laid back series, something that I for one don't have to edit so much because it's meant to be an adventure game. This is just good, something to have on the background, and it would give me a reason to finish it because I've actually never been through the full game. So I'm really excited actually to get into this. This is kind of going to be a later evening recording for me as far as my availability for this goes. So hopefully things will be a little bit quieter. I won't expect to talk as much, but I'll go over everything that I'm seeing just in case anybody's just listening to it. I think the best way to play this game really is just in plain old survival mode. There's a lot of really good systems here, and I'm familiar with most of them, so I may go through those rather quickly. Let's go ahead and get started, since I don't think I have anything else I need to talk about. And the audio in this game is great, the visuals in this game are great, so I would recommend putting this up on a big screen to get the full effect for the graphics that are in Subnautica here, and definitely some headphones. I will be doing my best to mix the audio for this game appropriately. Let's get started here.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we've got a little damage indicator there that suggests that hit to the face didn't feel good, and it looks like we have a fire to put out. Ooh, let's get this put out real quick. Pick this up. Come on. No more of that. Alright. Everything good? Okay. This is our little glass data pad.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Well, at the very least, we are not alone. So let's close our PDA. And our quick slots down at the bottom there correspond to our number keys. That's good to remember. I'm still working out the controls here. What should we do first? I suppose. Let's see what's in the storage container. We got flares, water, and nutrient blocks. Okay. 20 water, 75 food. Our vitals are down here. Oops. Let's see. What's the... Okay, the PDA also includes our inventory, and let's eat this. Good, perfect. That filled everything right up. We can start healing again. So we need a repair tool to fix the radio. I assume the fabricator works just fine. And let's get our first aid kit out of the medical kit fabricator. And we need a repair tool to fix whatever our secondary systems are, which I have to assume are the lights, the solar system. So failed circuitry test. Everything's offline. Distress signal has failed. Hull integrity okay. So the synopsis is we are fucked. Let's see how things are up here. That is always cool.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Okay, I'm really not liking that my cursor is staying there. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Nope, it's not bothering me too much right now. Maybe we'll fix it before the next video. So let's see. I think, as much as I hate to say this, I think we need to get in the water. Nobody will ever have the answer for why people with any degree of thalassophobia play this game, let alone any other survival games where there is water. But this smoke absolutely, positively cannot be healthy. And before we even try to open up this fabricator, we need stuff. So let's go get some stuff. Oh boy. Okay, so we're just gonna have to remember that our escape pod is right there. And we're gonna pick up some metal salvage and avoid these little creepy things. Hey, buddy. They're laughing at me. Okay, so these are acidic mushrooms. I haven't checked the recipe book yet, but I know that you can make batteries with those. Oh, you know what? Breathing is nice. Okay, so we get 45 seconds, or 45 points, or whatever, of oxygen. And this salvage and scrap is really good for building with. I also know that we're going to need copper to make batteries. It's very pretty. I like the shallow reef. I don't think I ever want to leave the reef. In fact, I may just do the entire playthrough on the reef. Got some more salvage parts. They're taking up plenty of space in here, so we don't need any more of that. Let's break this limestone. We've got copper.
Is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
I think I'm gonna need another piece of copper. It's good to have it just in case.
Oxygen.
You get certain materials from breaking different rock deposits, like this. See, limestone? That gave us some titanium. We're not short on titanium. That's what all that metal scrap is going to give us that fell off of the Aurora over there. Wow, that's just massive. These little manatee things are pretty harmless. I think the yellow balls don't feel good though. Okay, there's more titanium. And 2 copper. There we go. Okay, let's go see what we can do with our fabricator. It's going to give me an oxygen warning in just a second. I don't think we need it. Let's get in here.
Oxygen.
Okay. So, opening up the fabricator. So I can make a floating air pump. Or pipes. Don't have any use for that just yet. But the battery is going to be very useful. Okay, and we've synthesized a blueprint for a power cell.
Acquired.
Cool. So let's take a look at our current blueprints. These are the things that our PDA knows that we can create. I suppose just off of the materials that we have right now. And, oh, sorry, scrolling back up and down. The repair tool is what I want. So, The scanner is probably a great idea. I think we should do that first. The repair tool is going to be useful for fixing things like our radio. Flashlight is seeing at night, which I don't know that you can skip. Well, I don't have a bed yet. Probably you can use a bed to skip the night. The survival knife is good for harvesting deposits of some kind. Man, I don't even want to know what to use the flare for. And the habitat builder, man, that looks a little bit complicated. So I think the first thing, yeah, let's make a scanner, since that's going to be available now, and probably tools. Yep. This will give us a lot more information about our environment.
To synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
I think I'm going to look up how to remove my cursor. Oh, I understand what's happening. Wait, maybe not. This may just be an unfixable issue. I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out off camera. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see, we need to... Oh, can I do the repair tool? I'm probably gonna need another... No, because we need rubber for that, I think. So let's make some titanium here just because. Okay. And that's only because this is not doing us any good. Oops, I gotta stop doing that. So let's just throw our scrap back in there. Sorry, my hey, you're just having a little dream, buddy. Sorry, my dog makes a little bit of noise when he's sleeping sometimes. He is good now. I gotta stop clicking escape. Let's get out and scan some stuff. And it's dark. I do not love that. Let's see what this guy is, though, huh? It's a rabbit ray. Come here, bud. I'm gonna scan you. Oh, they're kind of cute. What about this, huh? Boomerang. More mushrooms. I know what this is. I think I can also just pick them up, too. Come here.
Oxygen.
Oh, maybe I have to scan it first. How do you pick them up? Do I need to pick them up with an open hand? Let's see. Yep. Gotcha. Well, let's try another one. Come here. Gotcha. Oop, I just dropped his ass.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
This oxygen situation. We're gonna have to remedy that pretty quick. I think you might need rubber for the tanks, for the oxygen tanks, at least the first ones. But the reason I grabbed this fish was because we can actually, we don't need to right now, but we can grill this little dude up. Have ourselves a cooked peeper.
Organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
That's just tasty. That's good stuff right there. And we can also use these little bladder fish to filter the water using an organic membrane. And of course they have the courtesy to mark this as not a vegetarian product. I always appreciate the transparency. Okay, let's check our blueprints again just to make sure. Cave sulfur and silicone rubber. So the rubber we get from some kelp that's just offshore, I know that. And I just don't like how we have to go and get the cave sulfur. That's just not a fun experience, ever. Oh, but we can make an oxygen tank. Let's do that. It's gonna be personal, probably equipment. Yeah, okay. I guess before we were just holding our breath, so that's nice. And then it unlocks the next... what? Variety? The next version? Yeah, so here's a standard tank, high capacity tank. We'll figure out how to get those materials later. Oh, and I forgot to set a timer to see how long the video has been going on for. So, I'll assume maybe 14, 15 minutes. And we'll just add that to our timer here. I'll do that later. Okay, so we don't need to eat this yet, but we may as well grab some of this water, fill that up. Another one, which should do us. Okay. So we've got our oxygen tank, which adds 30 seconds of oxygen, which is just great. And I think the flippers, but I think we need rubber for that. So let's go down here. And I think they're this way. So nothing wrong with going out into the deep, dark ocean. Scan this little guy just for our studies. We are doing science after all. And I hate this. Let's just scan the... Get back here, Jerryfish. Garyfish. Indigenous. Okay. That's pretty deep. And there's a thing out there.
30 seconds.
I'm coming up. Ooh, and there's little shark dolphin things. Whoa. I did not head the direction that I thought I was going. Let's, oh man. Okay, I just need to go pick up some of this.
Radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Okay, so not only is this terrifying, it's also radiation.
Supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Not this part, of course, but oh man, oh that's so deep. That just makes me nice and queasy, and that is hardly the deepest part of any of this. There's some other fun facts about this game that we'll get to. So, like some of the machines that you can make that will have pressure ratings, right? So some, to go from 300 meters to 600 meters. If you go below 900 meters, if it's pressure rated for that, it'll explode. But that pressure that doesn't apply to you. So you can actually go deeper than your machines can, which just kind of adds to the whole throw you right out of your comfort zone effect that they seem to just be loving for this game. Let's see, okay, we're gonna synthesize this into rubber. Just like that. 2 of them makes rubber, I think. Or maybe one of them makes 2 rubber. Yeah, one of them makes 2 rubber. Which is good because I'm going to make our little fins. See how we look with fins.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
I kind of spaced out. I don't remember what she said because I was hoping that we weren't running out of power. So I hope it wasn't too important. And now comes my favorite part where we get to go piss off some screaming little flower urchins to steal their stinky sulfur. Because I need to make a repair thing for my radio. Okay. Ah, there they are. Ah. Oh, and he just blew up. Why do you do that? It's just a little rude, I think. So I gotta go back down there. Oh, there's me. Hey. Okay. Oh, shit, there's more. Ah, come on. Why do you have to do that? Hang on. What in the world? I just want... Please. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, okay, we've been through this. Ah, that hurts. I think there's another one in there. Can I just snatch this real quick? Okay, 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 we're leaving. I'm sorry.
30 seconds.
Oh, not this guy. Okay. We are back in the safety of our little pod. And I think I have what I need to make a little tool thing. Repair tool. Here we go. Okay, let's get this fixed first. Ah, yeah, idiot, don't do that.
Lifepod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
I feel like I doesn't need to keep smoking like that. But let's fix our radio, huh? So, all that jazz is online. Hopefully the oxygen works now. And Elmo has got mail.
Radio online. This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Well, that's okay. I don't need help. Could use a bed though. I'm gonna take this because that dude blew me up. Actually, 92 health. It didn't hurt that bad. I was just being a little dramatic. Okay. I think the next thing we should do, we got a couple voice logs. Maybe I'll identify another blueprint for us to look at. The habitat builder, that's just got to be helpful. Oh, the knife. You know what? That's what I want. I want a knife. So that's got to be under tools. Here we go.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Well, that's just not delightful. You guys are gonna have to give me a second. My sister just sent me a picture of the biggest spider I have ever seen in my life, and I need to go burn the house down. Okay. Thanks to this motherfucker, which is hopefully up on the screen now, I'm now recording this with the lights on, and I forgot to hit pause, so I'm now out of water. This is not my night.
Signs stabilizing.
I thought I had more water than that. Oh, and this, we'll just eat those guys. And now we need more water. Okay. Shoot. I bet my timer is going on really long too. Yeah. So we'll find a good stopping point for this video soon. Not that I'm going to be doing any sleeping at all tonight. If anybody's wondering how I dealt with that, well, I wasn't quite sure what to do. Couldn't light it on fire because there was plastic, which ruled out dousing it in Bacardi, which I had readily available and was not going to drink. My sister needed the bleach for something, so we settled on boiling water, and then it started moving, so I shot it with my airsoft gun, and then doused it in boiling water and fed it through the garbage disposal. Which I think that was an appropriate reaction. I really do. That's that. And I've completely forgot what we're doing. Maybe a habitat builder? Or, you know what? Maybe I can go up on top of here, away from the water and anything with legs, and I'll just read some of the things that we scanned. So, 4546B, environment scan. This is a category 3 ocean planet with an oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, which means we can breathe. Extensive biodiversity, which means the reefs are very pretty, and anything other than that is absolutely terrifying. May support Leviathan-class predators. I cannot wait to go find out and scan those guys. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. That's interesting. Rescue is unlikely. This is outside of the Federation space, which reminds me, maybe I should play some Elite Dangerous. Although that's... I gotta go filter some water. It is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatus. I don't have any of that. So, let's go catch some fish, actually. And then I'll keep reading from the geological or biological data or whatever I just scanned. Come on, where are those little fluffy fish? Maybe I could eat another couple of these too. Come here. Yep. Ah ha ha. You're mine. Come on. I got you. There he is. And there's the fluffy fish. God, they're a little creepy. They're just a little creepy.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Okay, well, there's really nothing I can do about the Aurora's deteriorating state. You know, radiation can't be that bad for you in the water, right? There it is. And I'm gonna need to catch some more of this. And we'll just cook these dudes up too. Poor little fishies. I think you can have little fish tanks. I'm excited to make a base with an aquarium. Just because. So let's consume the water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And the fishies. And the rest of the water. I'll get some more water. I have to, there's lots of it. We'll listen to the radio in the next episode. Maybe this intro video is going to be a little bit shorter. We'll see. And this is just like I guess a log of everything that's happening in case I need to go back and look at it. I don't really have any interest in reading that. Okay, so under indigenous life forms, fauna, small herbivores. All right, let's read about Gary. Looks kind of cute. He's got a really big noggin there. Slow-moving and curious herbivore. Camouflage indicates adaptation for evasive behavior on the ocean floor. Okay, so they kind of... yeah, they look a little bit like coral. You know, those little coral shelves that we find down there. Eye stalks. Is that what these are? May be beneficial when watching for predators from hiding places amongst the coral. Oh, that's cute. So this little lumpfish with his long tail gets flat and sticks his eye out on it. So is that his neck? Does that make it the neck? Is he all head? All head, a little bit of neck. I guess that's upside down. He's a little bit rearranged. Let's not make fun of him. Gary looks like he's trying real hard. More active during daylight hours, but slow and docile at all times. Gary Fish's survival depends on a combination of camouflage and predators who can get a more filling meal elsewhere. Assessment: edible. I don't think I've ever eaten one of these. The boomerang. I must not have scanned the beeper. An herbivore encountered in large numbers, found to frequent shallow waters and move in schools. That looks horrifying. Twin fins. Twin 'em. Usually, this species' two fins are a cartilaginous extension of its skeleton. They are less prone to damage and provide superior propulsion, but are also harder to grow back. The bright blue tips are in fact the ends of its digestive tract, where the luminescence of the corals it consumes is more focused. More active during daylight hours and prone to flee on approach, the boomerang can more easily be observed at night when its luminescence gives it away and it seeks the shelter of the seabed. Assessment: edible. That's cool. I love it when they take the time to put details in here, and I bet this fish's behavior is also programmed, so we could observe that if we just felt like going out and being a little scientist. What do we have in the large herbivores? The gasopod. This here looks like a manatee with a fat, juicy dump truck of an ass, and a gas mask up front. That's an interesting little thing. Slow-moving life form in one of the larger herbivores on the planet, providing a substantial meal to would-be predators. The gasopod protects its domain by filling the surrounding water with poisonous and corrosive pods whose contents dissolve even synthetic fibers. So don't swim through its yellow explosive ass bubbles. That better be in the assessment, or I'm going to do my own assessment. Filtration system. Thick, non-reactive skin and multiple gill layers render this creature impervious to noxious acid clouds it produces. Okay, that's cool. The algae gland. A bulbous sac-like appendage on the rear end. A luminescent yellow algae grows inside the sac and produces a poisonous compound. Okay, so that's just like a biological growth. Large pelvic fins. Capable of powerful movement through the water when moving in small herds. And its behavior. Gasopods appear to be social in nature and may even use their emissions in their relationship rituals. Their audible calls are likely signifiers of nearby threats or food sources. Assessment: approach with caution. Acidic pods may be retrieved and repurposed. That is interesting. So they're actually a crafting item. And the first little dude we scanned here is the rabbit ray. I can see the little ears and the, quite honestly, offensive side-eye. An herbivorous aquatic life form, rabbit rays appear to live serene and solitary lives with few predators. A natural sense of curiosity and awesomely poisonous flesh. Okay, don't eat them then. Ears. Twin orange appendages mounted on the head sense vibration in the water. Undulating wings. Markedly similar method of transportation to that of earth rays. Zero genetic resemblance detected, suggesting these two species independently developed similar solutions to their environmental circumstances. Isn't that interesting? Evidence indicates its large side-facing eyes are relatively recent adaptations. It is likely there are related ray species in other environmental biomes on the planet. Assessment: inedible but harmless. For anybody who would like to make a habit out of not listening to this, I will make a habit out of including the readings of the databank in the last part of the episode. So before I do my outro, the summary, what I'm looking to do next time, I will read through this, just because they went through the effort of programming this behavior and getting the art for these creatures and coming up with their biology. I just think it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and read it. And so far the only thing we've scanned for the flora here is the creep vine. They have them separated into things you can harvest, and I have to assume things you can't. So we'll do the creep vine last, and then we'll do our outro, all right? A kelp species concentrated in large forests, in shallow sandy waters, Loose roots anchor the plant to the seafloor, from where it grows steadily towards the surface in pursuit of sunlight. They are creepy as hell. The stem is fibrous and rich in iron, making it both a viable base material for fabrication of textiles as well as a basic foodstuff. Assessment: vital alien resource, edible, construction applications. I actually did not know that you could eat these. And I think you have to harvest it with the survival knife, so we'll go and do that next time. And I'll see if I can figure out this cursor situation here. I'm not really pleased with that cursor showing up in the circle. So there we have another planet, and the Aurora, which we crashed in, which is undergoing some catastrophic nuclear decline. So hopefully this is a safe viewing distance for a nuclear meltdown. I think I'm going to go inside and we'll end our video here. So these are going to be much more slow-paced, kind of thought-out exploration videos. Most anybody at this point will probably be very familiar with Subnautica. I am, however, doing this on special request, and I just kind of want to. I think this is a fun little game. Will give me a reason to finish it. So if you just want to kind of have this on, if you're interested in what's going on in Subnautica, or you like the way that I'm doing it, go ahead and come back for the next episode. Otherwise, feel free to check out the other series that I have going on this channel. We kind of changed the pace up a little bit, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next episode.